In this video, we are going to present the needs assessment and product evaluation of Ex Machina. Ex Machina is a non-code AI system that helps citizen data analysts conduct data analysis without coding. With Ex Machina, users can directly drag related nodes to the main canvas to prepare, clean, and analyze the data. The target audience of Ex Machina are citizen data scientists. In our evaluation, we are mainly focusing on three types of personas: citizen data scientist, business analyst, and data analyst. We finished 6 tasks throughout the semester. We use interaction map to map out the workflow of performing data analysis tasks with Ex Machina. Comparative evaluation that compares Ex Machina with their competitors. Interviews and surveys that let us fully understand target users' needs and their expectation about non-code AI. Heuristic evaluation and usability testing help us evaluate Ex Machina itself. We began with performing needs assessment. In our comparative evaluation reports, 9 comparative products were chosen by the definition of direct, partial, parallel, indirect, and analogous system. After that, we conducted rounds of interviews with potential users and distributed online surveys to get a better understanding of existing practice in data analysis market and the working methods of potential users. After the survey were distributed, we collected 61 responses for the survey in total, with 52 of them sharing the related experience in doing data analysis. There are 3 key findings that we summarized based on this needs assessment phase. First of all, the export function of visualization charts is important for target users, which means users are expecting to generate reporting forms while they are outputting these results. We got this finding from comparative analysis, survey, and interviews. Target users will have to share the final reports with their colleagues at work. And according to the survey results, 37.5% participants said that they will use Python in the analysis phase, but Google Slides while presenting to others. In fact, most competitors of Ex Machina, such as Alteryx and Nine, support users outputting the charts with text, so it will be easier for users to finish their analysis final report without using Google Slides. According to our findings, we recommended Ex Machina to increase the flexibility of report exporting, which allowed users to combine text and chart and then output the results. Ex Machina can support templates for reports and also allows users to customize their own report format. Our second finding is that open source data analyzing tools are popular in the market. We found that from comparative analysis, it shows some competitors with open source, such as Jupyter and Dataiku, will have a wider range of users because they can serve more users who are willing to analyze data with coding language. At the same time, most users in survey replied that they have coding skills, and more than half of them are at an above average level. Based on these, we recommended that Ex Machina added open source and customized plugins with support the learning and sharing communities to users. With this to attract more experienced data analysts and expand the user community to accomplish more possibilities. Coming up with the third finding we learned from this phase of our user research, most users feel like the existing data analysis tools are adequate for the job, but having the multiple collaboration ability would be better. In a comparative analysis, we found tools that provide high collaboration work freedom, like Mira and Figma, have significantly accelerated team efficiency and productivity. And in the survey, we asked participants about a function that they think could make a new tool exceed the tool they are using. Over 37% of them reflect that multiple collaboration would be an icing on the cake. Therefore, Ex Machina could consider adding a multiple collaboration feature that allows people to edit and manage the product at the same time. The next phase of our user research is the evaluation of the specific product. First, to assess Ex Machina's overall usability without actual users participants, we applied Nielsen's 10 heuristics principles to view the overall products. This helped us to prioritize some key issues that occurs in the current tool. Then, we went into the user testing. We recruited 5 potential users with the contact information they left in the survey, and we tried to discover the inefficiency and accessibility issues in the current system by asking participants to complete 5 data analysis tasks we provided to them using Machina. The first problem we perceived during this phase of research is that the system does not provide enough response and feedback to users. When it comes to environment setup and file uploading, there are no hints for users to know when the process is going to finish. Instead, users need to check the loading sign by themselves several times. With that being said, we suggest Machina to add more visual elements or adopt ways of notification like pop-up windows to provide more feedback to users during the waiting periods. The next problem is that we found Machina has some limitations on colors, layout, and other visual adjustments while users are generating charts. For example, if users want to change the color of a bar chart, they can only change the color theme that were already set in the system. Users cannot change font faces, and there are only 3 options if they want to change the size of the text. During the user testing, our interviewees mentioned that they might want to change the style of the charts to match the reports they have at work. Machina currently do not have this flexibility. Considering it in a long-term perspective, it will be helpful to users that Machina allows them to change all the styles of elements in the visualization charts. While at this time, providing users with more style sheets will be another way to tackle the issue. Finally, users encounter some problems of finding help when they have any questions. We found that users tend to skip the tutorial Machina provides for users after they log in. This causes them to look elsewhere for instructions on how to operate the system afterwards. However, it is not easy for users to find a tutorial they need when they go to the Learn section to seek help. The tutorials is written in paragraph form, which causes all the information to be provided at once. Also, we found that some of the information is not recorded in the tutorial. For example, when users are trying to change the style of the chart, the way of how they can do this is not documented. At last, users do not get enough information on how to solve a problem when it occurs. The system does not provide enough hints of how to deal with the issue. We suggested that the guidelines and the Learn section can be more detailed and separated into sections. For novice users, provide more thorough guidelines with more motion demonstration, which can reduce the situation when users directly skip the tutorial at the very beginning. And for the users looking for help in the Learn session, the information can be separated into smaller sections with their topics for searching. Also, the button Open Documentation is not intuitive enough. It can be renamed as Help or Learn Tutorial. To conclude, Machina is superior to its competitors on its concise and well-designed interfaces. This is one of the most important features that the users think they want to see in analysis tools. If the future research can dive deeper into what we haven't been able to study, will yield more helpful results for improving this system. For example, test on users who are familiar with the system and use a more complicated task in the usability test. Thank you for watching.